You gotta understand, and this is the most important part. And this part is something that even guys have to understand about women, in general, people. All right, when somebody likes you, it's not there is. It's obvious to everyone. You don't have to Google how to get them. It's a layup. It's when somebody genuinely likes you, you don't have to struggle to keep them, right? You don't have to struggle to get them to ask you out on a date. You don't have to struggle to get them to text you back or call you. None of that kind of stuff. When somebody likes you, they start doing the work. They start doing the chasing. They start asking you out. They start calling you. You call them and they pick up. There is no struggle. Whenever you start encountering resistance, whenever you start encountering any issues, any problems with the situations wherein you ask them out, they're usually available, and when even when they're busy, they'll always give you another time. But whenever you ask people out and they say, "Oh, I'm busy," and you're like, "Okay, Alexis, they told me that they're busy. What should I do? Should I ask a specific question and say, "Hey, when are you specifically available?" rather than asking them, "When are you free?" Because, for example, it's kind of like when you ask somebody out and you're texting them, right? You say, "Hey, how are you?" No, you say, "Hey, yeah, I've been playing basketball all day. By the way, when are you free to hang out?" And they respond with, "Oh, for real? You were playing basketball? What court?" And you're like, "The fuck? Did she just like literally miss my question, right?" And so you kind of say to yourself, "Okay, what should I do?" What that says, my dude, is that this person doesn't like you. This person is not a blind, it's not a mute. This person is not stupid. They saw you ask them out and they didn't want to. They didn't answer you. And for some reason, we as people, what's usually obvious when we don't like them, all of a sudden becomes very difficult. All of a sudden, it's a mystery. All of a sudden, it's a puzzle we got to solve. In reality, this is not a puzzle. It's staring at you right in the face. This person just doesn't like you, and for some reason, our brain sort of doesn't see it because we're noticing the polite front and we're focusing on the polite front more than on the negative things that they're doing, like ignoring you asking them out, right? And even if you want a relationship with them, it's like you have you seen a man in love? Have you seen a man who's in love? You don't have to like convince them to make you their girlfriend, to be their girlfriend. They ask me how to do that. When they like you, they text you a lot, they call you fat, they call you a lot, they want to see you a lot, right? And the thing is that when somebody doesn't like you, this is the problem, is that when they don't like you, people are polite, right? And so they cloak their lack of disinterest with they're busy, with with I can't talk to you right now because of work or because I'm not ready yet, right? And we sort of, rather than take that as a rejection, our brain, which just wants this relationship to happen, finds a way to convince itself that it's really just that they're busy and that if you wait it out, it'll work. But if you just learn to look at it for what it is, that this person doesn't like you, things become more clear. Now the next one is that, by the way, people, don't forget we're doing a course called Emotional Mastery. It's a 6 to 7 week course. I don't know, one of the two, about how to apply presence and mindfulness into your daily life. If you guys want to pre-order it right now, it's going to be available in the summertime, somewhere around July or August, one of those two. You can pre-order it now at a discounted price by clicking on the description down below. The next one is that men need time to process the emotions. Whenever you're arguing with a guy and you guys need to talk it out, you'll notice that guys sometimes don't want to talk it out. Sometimes they need time, and you're like, "But I need to talk to you about it right the fuck now," right? You're like very like you want to talk about it, and that's understandable because that's good communication. But you're also missing another picture, is that this person is different. This person is a man, and you're a woman. Studies show that women talk about their emotions, and women usually process their emotions faster. Meaning, when it happens, they try to deal with it at a sooner rate. And when they process it, it's through words, which means talking it out. That's why women need to have girlfriends. Men, on the other hand, they don't process emotions the same way. Literally, they don't. Literally, they don't. Like it's literally they use a different part of their brain. Men one need time, right? Let's just say somebody died in his life as an example, right? Men need time. Men need time to talk about it. Where women will talk about it quicker, men will hold it in a little bit longer. And now, why is that? It's not just because they're suppressing emotion. It's that what you call suppressing, I call a misunderstanding of the sexes. You're Women misunderstand men, just like men misunderstand women. And what you misunderstand as he is just suppressing and he doesn't deal with the emotions. In reality, that's how men deal with emotion. It takes longer. What the fuck? It's that's what that is. They just take longer to process the emotion, and women and this has been backed up by multiple studies. And when they process their emotions, they may not even process it verbally. You don't have to process it verbally, right? Emotions are an abstract thing. You could use anything in the physical world to process your emotions. It could be that maybe you process it through playing a sport, through playing or through martial arts, through fighting, um, through through just spending time with your friends without talking about it. Sometimes just being around your friends helps you deal with it. And I understand it's not what it's not what women see as dealing with emotions, but that's just the way women deal with emotions. And you can see how that causes conflict. Because men, when they're, for example, when a man is proud of his friend, they usually don't say it. They usually just like physically show it. Like they go to the show, they're like, my man, that's what I'm talking about. Or he does something good, we push him. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like we push him, right? Or we smack him, or not smack him, but like smack him in the ass, like with sports. Even though I think that's kind of gay. I don't know why guys still. I don't know. Like in basketball, don't you ever try to smack me in the ass in basketball? I don't care how good that point was. If you smack me in the ass, we can have a problem. Like there was this one guy when I played baseball, who we were just standing. He just went through everyone, smacking them in the ass. I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing? Why are you doing this? The game's not even over. And when he came to my turn, I'm like, bro, don't do that shit, bro. It's like, like if you're gonna be smacking, we better be winning the World Series, dude. It's such a weird thing. Anyways, they express it differently, right? And so he might not talk it out, but what he might do is that he might go play sports. Is that he might go and lift weights. Men express their emotions physically, right? Just like men bully physically, women bully verbally, right? Women will destroy your reputations, spread rumors. A man will bully other men through physical altercations, punching. It's a physical expression, and and so this is something that women need to understand. If you understand this about men, you'll be able to understand more of their behavior. The next one is that there are levels to how men can love you, right? Some people might like you, but not enough to be in a relationship with you. Some people might like you, but not enough to marry you. And you usually people usually make up their minds about that within the first three. For example, with relationships, not about marriage, but when it comes to relationships, and whether or not they'll be in a relationship with you, they usually find out within the first 1 or 2 months, or two at the most three months. Like they already know you enough, and after 2 or 3 months, this person doesn't want a relationship with you. Men usually like peak at, like not peak, but like reach out at like a nine, as an example, 90% of how much they'll like you after 3 months, right? And in that, if he says I like you, but I don't want a relationship with you yet, you better not believe that, because what more does he need, right? What more does the guy need? It's already reached its limit. But some guys will like you instantly. Some guys will see you and say, you know what? If she keeps seeing me, I may want a relationship with her. And that kind of stuff is something that progresses over time, and they realize. But if they don't have that after 3 months, they're not gonna have it, and that's the peak of that relationship. And you can't. And most of the time, you can't change that. You really can't. And those are the levels of how much guys will like you. What else? And you have to understand that after 3 months, where you guys are is where most likely you'll be 1 year from now. If you guys are friends with benefits after 3 months and he never asks for more, then that's where you guys are gonna be after 3 months. That's life. That's where you guys will be after a few weeks or even a year from now. It's not gonna change. You know, and there's nothing that you could do to change it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 8, 19, and one is 14, 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're gonna be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one would teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women of power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship. And this, a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you can read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so most likely I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you can pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. Oh, I'm closing the channel.